Hello all viewers, this is Vijay and I welcome you all to my channel Blitzkrieg. In this channel, I'll be talking about topics that are intriguing and stimulating. Well, before going to today's video, I'm going to test all your memory. Now I'm going to show you some objects in the screen for 15 seconds. Let me see how many you are able to recollect. Alright, on your screen now. Okay, time's up. Can you all try to recollect the objects you just saw? If you are able to recollect 7 objects or more than 7 objects, I would say your memory is good. And if you are able to recollect between 4 to 6 objects, I would say your memory is average. And if you are able to recollect only to the maximum of 3, I would say your memory is bad. Memory, that is the topic I'm going to talk about today. So how to improve our memory power? Do you all know that an average person uses only 10% of his actual inherited capacity of memory? The rest of the 90% he wastes by neglecting the natural laws of remembering. Now, what are the natural laws of remembering? They are impression, repetition, and association. Let us discuss them one by one. Impression is key when we are trying to remember something. So first we need to create a vivid impression of the object or the content that we are trying to remember. So we need to picturize it and we need to get it fixed in our mind. Do you all know that the nerves that are connecting from eye to brain are 25 times larger than the nerves that are connecting from ear to brain? So we need to picturize the thing that we are trying to remember, and so that it will be very easy for us to remember. So the next natural law of remembering is repetition. So when it comes to repetition, without that we cannot remember anything. So that is the master in learning. So when we are trying to remember a new thing, we have to repeat it often to get it fixed in our mind. While repeating, we have to keep 2 things in our mind. That is, we should not remember again and again, and we should not engrave it to our memory. Instead, we should take breaks often, and then we should try to remember. So that helps us to memorize things very quickly. And the second thing that we need to keep in our mind when it comes to repetition is, when we are learning something new, we forget mostly in the first 8 hours. So we should, within that 8 hours, how much ever we are able to focus, we should focus on that thing that we are trying to remember and get it fixed in our mind. So that is really a key when you are trying to remember something new. The final law is association. Association means, you need to associate the fact with some other existing fact which is already there in your memory. Say for example, if you are trying to learn a language, normally we link the new words with the, we will try to know the meaning of the new words in our own mother tongue. So which will be very easy for us to learn a new language. That is how we correlate when we are trying to learn languages. So the same logic we need to apply when we are trying to remember something which is new. Say for example, if you are trying to remember a date, we should try to correlate the date with the date which we already know. Say for example, if I am planning to remember one person's birthday, I can correlate it with my birthday and relate it. So it will be easy for me to remember. If you are trying to remember a year, we can correlate it with some other known years which are already there in our mind. So this tip actually works when you are trying to remember the dates or years. Well, here are some of the tips listed for you to remember things quickly. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to concentrate on the object that we are trying to remember, and then we need to observe it closely, the movements of the object or the patterns of the object to remember it quickly. Then we can also read it aloud. So when we are trying to learn para, we need to read it aloud, so that we are creating 2 senses. We are trying to reach our brain through our 2 senses. One is through the eye and one is through the ear. So that becomes very faster. And the other thing is keeping our brain active. That is very important. So for that, what we do, we can exercise, we should get some proper sleep. So this all plays a role when it comes to memory. And we should also have some healthy eating habits, so that will promote our memory power. And that's all, my dear viewers. We are done for today. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks a lot for your watching. Let us meet again. Thank you and bye-bye.